Hello, it is 12 days until the start of Partner Summit, and I thought it would just be fun to throw a tick call in the middle of this, so thank you for coming. It is getting ready for our July ticks. We have July 18th, my son's 16th birthday. I will be in San Francisco, and July 20th, we will be in Seattle. So in San Francisco, we are at the City Club. It is up in the financial district. It should be a cool facility. And at Seattle, we are at Mariners Safeco Field. Mix up the agendas a little bit for this, so we'll go through that in a second. I just chose a couple random hotels. Those cities are really expensive for hotels, so if you're Eric Stark and have to do a Marriott, you're paying $400, so we weren't willing to do that. So I found a couple reasonable priced hotels. You're obviously welcome to stay wherever you want. This is where I booked our folks. Supplier battle cards. If you don't already have a battle card into me, we need to get that in as soon as possible. Honestly, the as soon as possible part really is like right after Partner Summit. I'll have Riley start working on those. So we need to have those in by like the 28th of June to get those produced and turned back in. I don't think that there are very many of you that don't have those, but if you don't, we need to get that from you. And I'll send that out with a recap email who I'm missing. So supplier speed networking, we still have that in the agenda. We're going to ask you to use your battle card. So when you sit down at the table with everybody, you've got your 5 minutes to give your pitch. You know, talk to the points in the battle card. This is who we are. This is what we do. Here are some case studies about how other partners like you have been successful selling what we sell. Yeah, I've been at ones where people have gone around the table and asked who the partner to tell them about their business. But then you don't get a chance to tell them about your business. So I would challenge you not to do that. I mean, you know, hi, a quick name and what company they're from is fine, but any more than that, and you're really taking up a lot of your sales pitch time to find out about them. So this is really your time to kind of give them a history of why they should sell you, a little story in there, and you'll be able to meet them at lunch and in Seattle's case at the game. So you can save those conversations for then. Here are our agendas. So the agendas are identical except for the times. In San Francisco, it's our typical. We have an 8 a.m. suppliers arrive, 8:30 registration, kick off the tick at 9, and we go 9 to 4. In Seattle, we actually start at 11 with registration, 11:30 for the welcome pitch, and then we go to lunch at noon. So we kind of just have the welcome and then lunch, and then we're going to start in with the rest of the day. So mix things up a little bit there because we do have tickets to the game at 7:05 that night in Seattle. So wanted to make it so that the people weren't there all day and night, so they just come for the lunch portion. For attendance, again, we love to have you help us with attendance. When I send out the email, I'll send out the brochures. But, you know, we'd love to have you send this out to your folks and get people to come. We appreciate that. For the registration, I need to make sure that everybody's registered for these events, and even more important, just because of the fact that we have game tickets for Seattle, we want to make sure that we have the exact right number of people. With your registration, you are allowed to bring 2 people. So again, with Seattle, we're really going to need to keep to that number just because we're talking about actual game tickets. If you're dying to have a third person or something, I can probably get them in for the earlier portion of the day. Our game tickets are separate, and so we just go upstairs. So excuse me, there is that portion where if you needed to have a third person and you're going to call and beg me, I'm going to tell you no for the game, but I'll probably tell you yes for the earlier part. For parking in both of these cities sucks. Like, seriously sucks. If you've been to San Francisco before, you know that's how it is. We're hoping that people in San Francisco will take public transportation, and we're hoping that, you know, you suppliers can get a hotel shuttle over to the venue or just take a quick cab over there or something. So we're not paying for parking for suppliers or partners, so hopefully, you know, that's not going to be an issue for us, that it was just cost prohibitive. So here's what Jordan has found for parking information. In San Francisco, we're at the St. Mary's Garage. It's like 2 blocks west. It's $23 a day if they get there before 8:30. Afterwards, it's $39 a day, so that's kind of hard. At the Safeco Field Garage, it's like $30 to $40 a day. There is street parking, I understand, around the Safeco Field. I just don't know how plentiful that is. when people are arriving there, because they're arriving there at 11, not first thing in the morning. So you may have already had people that are in that area taking the slots. For the vendor fair in San Francisco, be there at 8 o'clock to set up and then ready to go at 8:30. In Seattle, be there at 10:30, set up and ready to go at 11. Again, bring your banner, bring your tablecloths, bring your flyers, bring your swag. We do order tablecloths for all the tables just in case you guys didn't bring one. I would say 9 out of 10 of you do, but you don't have to. We do have a tablecloth on the table for you. But we love to have your banner, your flyers, your tchotchkes. The partners always love to come grab the swag. We are offering a $1,000 American Express gift card to the partner who completes certifications and whose name we draw. So they do have to actually complete the certification. There's a little Google test that they will take in order to be able to be eligible for the prize. And then if you have other prizes for the drawing, that's great. We have like a really cute little spin the wheel thing where we type all the partners who've shown up name in it. So it's very fair. We hit the button on the computer and it spins around and that's who we select. So love to include your other prizes if you want to bring, we usually see an Amazon Echo or a pair of headphones, whatever, that's great. Here's shipping information. For these facilities, especially the City Club, they ask you not to ship sooner than a week prior to the event. So with this event being in San Francisco on July 18th, don't ship it before July 11th, please. Safeco Field didn't have that, but I would say I just wouldn't want it to get lost in the ballpark. So be sure to write your company name in the box so we know, oh, we're going to go take this to 8x8 and put it on their table, and we set it there. So that really helps us out. And then also be sure to write Telarus Innovation Conference and the date of the event so that they know, who they're holding it for what day. To the panels. So I will send these questions out when I send out the email for you guys. They're the same kind of starter questions that we typically start with. But all of you who know that we've done these panels before, we rarely get to all of these questions. I mean, the partners ask questions. Kind of depends on how the morning conversations go as to what questions we ask. They kind of can be all over the place. So I do have the sets of questions for both, but again, I mean, if you're able to talk about your business, you'll be fine to just answer the questions that the panel asks. They don't get super technical, so you don't feel like you have to send an engineer there. For those of you who haven't done this before, this is really typically the channel manager or an executive that you have that's in town. Great, put them on the panel, will be good. So here's what I have for the San Francisco panel. I'm still missing panelists from 8x8 and from Telstra. So if you guys could please email me the name of your panelist, their title, and their photo. We're waiting on that in order to be able to make the flyer. So I do need to get that as soon as you can send that over to me, please. Please note the panels that I've put you on. If there's something that's glaringly wrong there, please let me know. We can try to switch you around or whatever, but I tried to put people on panels based on where I thought they fit. And here's the Seattle panel. I am waiting for a panelist from TPX. So Raquel, if you could get that over to me, that would be awesome. And I'll send out the Excel list of attendees as well as the people who registered and didn't show up after the event. I usually try to get that out, kind of right at the end of the week. So, Friday or at least by Monday the following week. And then I will be in Seattle or in San Francisco, even though it is my child's 16th birthday. He will be at the Boy Scout National Jamboree in West Virginia, so I get to go to that tick. So I'll be in San Francisco. Jordan is a Seattle girl. She wants to go up there, so Jordan will be your Seattle on-site resource. So if you need anything while you're at the event or before the event or if you're lost or whatever, both of our cell phone numbers will be in the email, and you can get a hold of any of us, as well as, Adam or Patrick. I know that most of you guys have their contact stuff as well. So any questions out there? No, we're all old pros by now. This is definitely a different agenda. It's a different TIC. If you haven't been to a TIC in 2017, we've totally revamped it. The TIC has video portions in between our speed networking and our keynotes and our panels. And these sessions actually require the partner to get on the laptop and do a quote and GeoQuote, use the UC matrix, find out, use the fiber maps, find things, and then when we do the test at the end of the day, we actually walk them through, those different scenarios, and they have to go in and answer those questions and whatnot. So it definitely is a different look and feel if you haven't done it in a previous 2017 event. This will be different for you. So we will have power there. We do encourage you guys to get on and play around with our technology. We make a dummy password for the day, and you have a chance to go in there and see what our agents do and why we think that our tools set us apart from our competition. So we really found that last year we got up at the TICS and we talked about kind of why Telarus and what we do, and people understood it a little bit. And then this year, it's been a really eye-opening experience to our agents to go, oh my gosh, I didn't know you guys had all this. I haven't been using any of these tools and things like that. So it's been really great. But these day in the life piece, you'll have Telarus folks as stars of the show. Those of us who were suckered in or roped into being actors and actresses in it. It's corny, it's funny. But we really have tried to just make it something that will be memorable and walk them through an actual scenario of a day in the life of a partner who's using the Telarus tools for their customer. Any questions?
Hey, Amy, could you go back up to the hotel accommodations you guys are staying at?
Absolutely. And this will all come out, obviously, in the email.
Can you actually read those out loud just so that I'm not on the web?
Oh, sure. So in San Francisco, we're at the Cova Hotel. It's covahotel.com. It's C-O-V-A hotel.com. And in Seattle, we're at the Best Western Plus in Pioneer Square. And their website is just pioneersquare.com. So hopefully, I found them both on hotels.com, but I try to give you the regular website so you can find them as well. So,
thank you.
Sure. Anything else? All right. Well, I hope to see all of you in 12 days at Partner Summit, and if not, I'll see you on July 18th. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Amy. Thank you.
Thanks, Amy.